Auburn transfer portal QB recruiting is heating up. We knew the Tigers were going to take a big swing at some big names, so let's get into it. And we'll start with two that have been trending. A lot of chatter in the middle of this week with Malik Murphy and Jackson Arnold. Steve, what's the latest between these two?
Well, Auburn's at the forefront of both of those young men's transfer portal processes. Malik Murphy got on the planes on Wednesday night. Jackson Arnold expected there on Thursday. And I think it's obvious that Auburn is one of the programs that's invested the most in landing a transfer portal quarterback. I think that they're going to put a lot of bandwidth, infrastructure, and resources into landing one of these quarterbacks. And working these stories with Pete Nakos and I, there has been some positive buzz regarding Auburn and Jackson Arnold, but let's not sleep on Malik Murphy and Auburn as well. They are definitely one of his favorite programs as well coming into this visit. And I think Auburn, talking to Coach Hugh when I visited the Plains during the fall, listening to him throughout the season and press conferences, quarterback is at the forefront of his mind and his crosshairs. Two of the best in the portal on campus back-to-back days. And Auburn's going to do what they got to do to try and land one of these talented signal callers.
Now, it's interesting because there's a lot of buzz. Obviously,
quarterbacks are expensive, Josh.
Yeah. There was a lot of buzz right when the portal opened. On Monday, I know Monday to Wednesday feels like 3 weeks, but on Monday, Stanford quarterback transfer Ashton Daniels was trending to Auburn. There were some picks rolling in for him to end up there, but obviously there's a couple developments that have happened. What do you think's going on now with Ashton Daniels in Auburn? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, I think so. With all the fluidity with Auburn's depth chart, right, with Peyton Thorne exhausting his eligibility, Hank Brown going into the portal. Yes, you have Deuce Knight coming in, a 5-star true freshman, but you need depth, competitive depth in that room to play this type of caliber schedule in the league that Auburn's in. Ashton Daniels is a veteran. He's from the state of Georgia. He won 3 state championships at Buford High School. And I'm under the impression that he's just trying to get back closer to home and is not afraid to go into Auburn and compete with a more high-profile name, perhaps, in the fall. So, yes, we like where Auburn stands there. Is he a lock? We'll see what continues to happen. Obviously, Malik Murphy and Jackson Arnold are at the forefront, but Auburn would like to take 2 quarterbacks out of the portal.
Yeah, it'll be real interesting to see kind of how this game of musical chairs at the Auburn quarterback position ultimately plays out. But I think this week is very telling with these guys coming in for visits. All right. Quarterback, not the only big swing that Auburn's taking. They are also heavily involved with the number 1 ranked option in the portal. That's wide receiver Eric Singleton Jr. from Georgia Tech. Highly coveted. What's the latest on his recruitment?
Well, if you go to on3.com right now, Josh, you'll see Pete Nakos' article with the best guess for some of the top players in the portal, and he has Auburn right now as the program he would give the edge to. Now, you have Ole Miss and several others that are going to try and provide some competition here for Singleton, but this is a guy that's caught over 100 passes already in his college career, close to 1,500 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. Coming off a good sophomore season as well for Georgia Tech as they had a very exciting campaign. Auburn's got a lot of talented young pass catchers in their room, so there is a standard. If you want to come play receiver for Auburn right now, you have to be really good. No one better in the portal than Eric Singleton Jr. They're in the thick of it for this one, coming off a visit this week, getting him on campus around these quarterbacks that he could potentially play with out of the portal. Also a nice little maneuver for Coach Freeze and company.
I do like that little relationship building out on the Plains. Auburn fans, talk to Steve and I right now. Who is your number 1 target at quarterback? Let us know. Comment section below.